Thank you. My name is Sajeev Nair. I'm Senior Vice President and Head of Learning and Development for Reliance Industries, especially for group manufacturing. Maybe a little bit boring, compared to the airport innovation and transition and all, you was explaining very nicely. I joined in Reliance only some 10 months back. Before that, I was in various countries around the world. US and European region, and Far East region, Middle East region, and Russia. I was with Shell, Royal Dutch Shell, and with American Oil and Gas Company. Then after that, I joined here in Reliance 10 months back. Here we are talking more about bit technical learning and development, what's happening in group manufacturing services. Group manufacturing means it is refinery, petrochemical and polyester. And I will explain a bit more about, the learning and development, what's happening in Reliance. This is our vision. Transform Reliance manufacturing with one Reliance world-class learning and development systems and portfolio that ensures maximization of human capability and potential to meet current and future business challenges for pace setters, operations, and sustained growth. In the group manufacturing, we have got around 24,000 employees in India and abroad in Malaysia as well. And in the learning and development department itself, we have got around 80 people. 80, the different profiles, general managers and senior managers, vice president, assistant vice presidents, people specifically looking after the learning and development, people developments, and especially working in different plants and equipments and systems. Those who are in the asset-facing roles. This is our mission: evolve, develop, and implement best-in-class learning and talent management systems and institutionalize practices that align with business goals, strategy, and priorities, enables employees to realize their full potential and personal growth, create and commitment within our Reliance across all level sites, business services towards improvement of skills, build and sustain best-in-class pool of talent for each business stream and functions, provide a learning and development platform for developing high standard of performance to maintain strong growth in competitive environments that Reliance choose to operate, set up world-class academies to fulfill learning and development interventions. In Reliance, we have already created manufacturing academy, which means we have got different academy streams: operation academy, mechanical academy, electrical academy, instrumentation academy, leadership academy, managerial skill academy, IT academy, finance academy. These are all purely, exclusively for developing the staff in each streams. So it's a very huge department. We have got learning and development in Reliance. And this is a bit complicated picture. Learning and development, business transformation, it's a big picture. We are talking about, we are not going to deliver a training just like that. Okay, you want to attend some sort of training. We are in the process of making in competency profile for each job role. That means competency is a bit vast subjects. The competency means the ability to perform the activity within the occupation as per the specified standard in the job role. So, which are all the roles and responsibilities, the specific competencies required for each job role. Then there is a robust assessment and then creating the real gap. Then after that, fulfilling the gap with the different training interventions. That's what it is. It's completely mentioned in this picture. We'll discuss. And talent management and learning and development process overview. We have got talent management and organizational chart, and and we have got different job descriptions, different competencies for the different job roles. And the learning and development department has created different learning and development streams. Like in Reliance, we have got, because it is in manufacturing and petroleum and oil and gas stream, we have got three major streams. One is the functional learning related to the job, functional learning. Engineers, operations, mechanical, and functional learning. Another one is HSC, health, safety, and environment, because we are working in an oil and gas, petroleum, petrochemical industry. So safety is very, very important. Then the third one is definitely the business development skills like soft skills, leadership skills, managerial skills. So these three streams, we have got three different academies for developing the peace. And competency model, everybody knows that it's a combination of knowledge, skill, and attitudes required to perform consistently at a given level of professionalism to the required standard. And in the competency standards, and we have got competencies, and we have got different, proficiency levels like awareness, knowledge, skill, mastery. And normally we were following the Shell operating model. Previously, in 15, 20 years before, you will say awareness, basic understanding, knowledge, skill, expert, and mastery. 6. So it is evolved now. It is AKSM, awareness, knowledge, skill, mastery. In the Shell, SGS, Shell Global Solutions, they were following, different, competencies and with different proficiencies actually. And we have got job competency profile for each job role. Job competency profile is nothing but the competencies required to perform the activity within the occupation. That is the job competency profile. So each job competency profile, we have got, different competencies which is required. So the competencies, then assessment, then generating the gaps. So how to fill the gaps? By learning and development interventions. These are all the different academies which I was mentioning about, business academies, and we have got corporate academies, we have got leadership and managerial academies, HR academy, IT academy, commercial academy, and this side, manufacturing academies, that's what it's operation. E&M is engineering and maintenance, that is electrical, mechanical, instrumentation, civil, and technology academy, HSC academy, and EPCM academy. 5 manufacturing academies serving refining, petrochemical, and polyester assets. We have got operations and we have got technology. These are all the, in the technology academy, what are the different streams, which we are looking for. And we have got a huge competencies for each academies, and engineering and maintenance, and HSCF and EPCM. And this is an interesting piece. Learning and development doesn't mean that only e-learning, only classroom training. And if you want to drive a car, okay, there is a very good course in London. I can go to London, I can attend the course and come back. You cannot drive the car. So, e-learning, what is e-learning and what is classroom training? E-learning and classroom training, it will give you only basic awareness and knowledge. Awareness and knowledge building only. Especially for the manufacturing ambience. If you want to operate an equipment, you have to be in the plant. That means there is a coaching and mentoring, and there is a trainer. It's important. And especially he was mentioning about the pilot training. Pilot training means only e-learning or classroom training. There is a simulator, and there is a different robust training and development methodology for pilot training. Same thing for engineers working in the plant, working in the offshore platforms, working in the remote areas where there is no computer. No computer. The people are working in the plant, in offshore platform. The people working in the rigs, there is no computer. Definitely computer is there, maybe in the evening they will be checking their mails and official reports and all. For them, how? See, if you look at the last sentence, 80% is from the job or on the job. If you don't know how to take a minutes of the meeting, this is not only in the functional learning, I would say for any kind of learning. If you take an administrator working in the office, she or he doesn't know how to take the minutes of the meeting. She's taking to compile the minutes of the meeting one day rather than 5 minutes and 10 minutes. It doesn't mean that she has to go there, attend the training and come back, and next day morning the speed will be increased. No. On-the-job training is very important. So we were mainly focusing on the job training, e-learning, classroom training. That's a blended learning approach. That's what it is mentioned. Self-learning, internal and outsourced programs, classroom, virtual, participation in conferences, seminars, on-the-job training, coaching and mentoring, which is the blended learning approach in the learning and development phase, especially for the manufacturing, oil and gas, petroleum, field. This is the competency assurance model work. Basically, any competency, if you want to make the competencies, it has to start from the job description, from the business objectives, from the different roles and responsibilities has to be performed by a personnel in that particular job role. Then you can develop the competency profile. Then, from the competency profile, just you can identify which are the training which is required to perform that particular competencies. So accordingly, you can deliver the training. We have got a Traxxas system. Normally, self-learning, how it's operating. If you start from here, picture one, learner assigned individual development plan, and this box is blank. So that means, why this box is very simple. This is the first half is about the knowledge. Second half is about the skill. Knowledge and skill. So, again, I want to emphasize certain things that, a guy who has completed an e-learning, there is a pre-test, there is a post-test, very good, and he has got the certificate from the chairman with pleasing smile, he is receiving the certificate. It doesn't mean that he is competent. He has got some knowledge. That's fine. He has got some knowledge only. So for that, the next, if you look at, if the guy doesn't know anything about, he can go for self-learning, e-learning, classroom training, etc., etc., then the first half, you can say the black means is competent. The second half is a very major thing, is skill. Whether he can perform the activity in the real scenario, that is a skill part. The second part, there is a coaching and mentoring program. It's happening. Then finally, he is a competent person. And yes, we are only 2 slides. And in GETs, and I want to mention something about graduate engineers. In Reliance, we are hiring around 400 to 500 graduate engineers in every year. 400 to 500 graduate engineers. We have got a very robust graduate engineer program. It is a distribution. Don't worry about that one. There are a lot of, information. It's already mentioned here. JMD is Jamnagar Manufacturing Division. HMD is Hazira Manufacturing Division. DMD is Dahej Manufacturing Division. VMD is Vadodara Manufacturing Division. PMD is Patal Ganga Manufacturing Division. And NMD is Naguthani Manufacturing Divisions. These are all the major 6 manufacturing divisions, and these are all the different streams, and these are all the people, and people are ongoing in a very structured, blended learning approach. Classroom training, e-learning, and on-the-job training and coaching is happening there. And apart from that, Reliance is sending the people for, different management development program. Like one of the program is Emerging Leaders program. Normally we are sending the people for 10 weeks, a mini MBA program in IIM. Maybe IIM Bangalore, IIM, Calicut, something like that. Just we are sending the people for developing their skills. This is normally for a manager with 5 to 6 years of experience, going for developing their managerial development skills other than technical skills. This is the very simple